doing a little cooking this afternoon. Why do I have 2 bowls? I'm not actually cooking because I'm not cooking because I necessarily want to cook. Has anybody seen these? They're silicone muffin containers. They're genius. Then you never run out. I'm cooking because it's a challenge. My son Russell, who is 18 and a senior, has declared that I don't cook. Now, I cooked last week, and he said, well, I don't like spaghetti and I don't like casseroles. So I'm cooking something different tonight. Tonight I am cooking, well, I was gonna make these sweet potatoes, but we're doing wings. They don't taste good with wings. So I know he's gonna say, you only know how to cook wings. But anyway, we're not gonna actually have those. We're gonna have roasted potatoes and wings and salad, because that's what I can do. What was that? Oh. And I've already put the wings in the oven. How to become a YouTube member. Yay, because right after this, we're gonna have a YouTube member video. And the YouTube member video is gonna learn how to make my very, very special, secretive, oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for these ingredients. My very special sauce, which involves butter and ketchup and apple cider vinegar and red pepper. But that's for the member video. You had surgery. Oh no. Oh, it's horrible. Okay, so I'm gonna make muffins. It is North Carolina, 4 o'clock on a, what is today? Today is Tuesday. 4 o'clock on a Tuesday, and it is as gray and depressing as I know. Yeah, there are a lot of chickens missing the wings. I know, I do make a lot of chicken wings. People in my house like chicken wings. You're making, oh, yeah, everybody tell me what you're cooking. I'm making country ribs, mashed potatoes, creamed corn. You're making all this on yourself? On yourself, by yourself. I'm making homemade blueberry muffins, which I call by the box. Yes, so we have a member page, and one of our members, Kyla Cochran, has just announced that she has been in the hospital. Kyla, you know, I noticed you haven't been on for coffee in the mornings. That is really not good. So we do coffee chats in the mornings, sometimes in the afternoon when we get into cooking mode. The reason I'm being so productive today is I was like, you know, I don't really have anything I have to do today. And then I realized at about 3 o'clock, I had missed my meeting that I had from 10:30 to 12. So there's that. Yes. You need Honor to look at you? All right, we'll get her too. So a friend of mine gave me these mixing things. Aren't they fancy? Okay, we need 2/3 cup water. Okay, let's find the third. I like this noise. It sounds like this. You're making ravioli casserole. Marry with me, American woman. Oh my God, they're back. It's a shame, but I'm not available. It's a shame. I'm not available to get married. Okay, 2/3 cup. Okay, and we need 4 because we're doubling it. I just needed a little like reset after last week. It's just so much. You know, there was a lot happening and just, and everywhere I turn, I see these like posts, like there's so much cancel culture currently. I don't really like cancel culture. You know, like I used to like cancel culture, and then now I don't like it anymore. I've decided it's gone too far. Like, do you remember when the person was in the park and they were yelling. Well, actually, I still like that cancel culture. I don't mind cancel culture if it's like a pure tea Karen. So my son, when he uses eggs, you don't know it's not full because he just puts the shells right back in the container. He's so clever. There's so much, like today I saw a post and it was this African-American policeman and he said, you know, I didn't love Charlie Kirk. He didn't say anything negative. He just stated his opinion. And this other guy, David Harris or somebody, was like, fire him, get him. And I'm like, seriously? Like, you should be able to say, I don't like Trump, and not like have somebody say, off with your head. Aren't they measuring cups for dry? Well, I don't know. I have no idea. Nobody told me that. Huh. Such a horrible way. Yeah, it's like, you know, you just need a little bit of just need a restart. So let's just stop it with the cancel culture. And I tell you what, if they keep firing teachers in North Carolina, there aren't going to be any left. I was thinking this teacher in Hatteras had to resign yesterday. And I was like, you know, if every teacher just copied what she said, are they going to fire everybody? I mean, we went from like, our country has really done it about faith. And oh no, what else was in my ingredients? Eggs, water, and oil. No, I can't remember. 1/4 cup oil. Okay. Oh yeah, 1/3 cup. I made the best pot roast in the Instant Crock Pot. Well, that's good. Yeah, I just am a little bit tired of it. It kind of leaves me like, what am I even doing? Like, what kind of job do I have? Maybe I'm having a midlife crisis. I'm 50. I have one child in college. I have another one going to college, he hopes, next year. And you know, it's stressful. Use olive oil. Now, well, now you tell me it's too late. It's too late. I had an electric can opener for about 8 seconds and then it broke. Measuring cups are different for liquid and dry ingredients. I had never, ever, ever heard that in my entire life. I don't even understand how a half a cup is not the same, whether it's water or powder. That blows my mind. Well, here's a hacker on here that's been a subscriber now. And the problem with YouTube is you can't ban people. I don't think, let's see. You can put them in timeout, hide user on this channel. Ooh, well now he's done. Is it the same, a half cup? I know, that's what I would say. There's no way normal people would know that, so it cannot make that big of a difference. I am at my goal weight. The cup doesn't know what's in it. Yeah. I think that, I remember, you know, you look back in your life and remember your first, like, do you remember like arguing with friends? So, not arguing, but I had this very good friend, really my best friend at the time, and she was Jewish and I was Presbyterian. And I remember going to her house around Hanukkah and being like, I don't understand how you don't believe Jesus is God's son, right? I mean, it just blew my mind. But she was like, well, that's not what we believe. Or that's not what my family believes. And the conversation was literally as simple as that. And it was like, oh, well, they don't believe that. You know, it was not difficult. It was just the way it was. And it went on, life just went on about its business. So strange. It never occurred to me that was, well, sure. her religion is different than mine, you know? And that's like that's something that people really can't get away from. And when I think of like tattletales, I generally think of like people that are kind of whiny. But in this case, it's all these like rabid, um, right people. And I'm like, you want to be big and bad and have a gun wherever you go, but then you can't take it if somebody says something that you don't agree with. I mean, obviously that's a generalization, not everybody. But all the cancel culture currently is very right. And that just surprises me. It seems like it would be a little bit leftist. Like it was probably left after the insurrection, something action. What are you rinsing? I was rinsing blueberries. Last week you made my week. I received my book. Oh, are you making 2 batches? Yes. If I cook, I generally make a lot of whatever I'm making because, one, my family eats a lot, and 2, my family eats a lot. So if I make muffins and all 4 of my children are home, I generally make 60, which is 4 batches. And you might think that's crazy, but that is how it's necessary in this area of the world, of the wood house. True story. Leftovers are the best, no cooking. Yeah, yes, you're right. We will have, we don't usually have a lot of leftovers, or my son, who's 18, eats them all. But kind of gotten to a point where it's not hard for me to cook this time of day. Amos, who's almost 12, loves going to the grocery store. So we went to the grocery store, and we go a lot, which is interesting because I grew up going to the grocery store after school. In Rocky Mount, we had this place called Englewood Market, and we would go to Englewood Market really every day and pick out what we were going to have for dinner. And I guess my mom would come home and make dinner. And I've kind of gotten to a point where I'm doing that. And I can, right, because I'm at home. But it really makes things easy. I've never seen blueberries in a can. Well, that's because you have never made blueberry muffin mix, which is delicious. Then you're supposed to like fold them so they don't get all messed up, but I don't really worry about that. Is Amos trying new foods lately? You know, I said to him today, you know, maybe you could have some chicken for dinner. He is not going to want to have the chicken we're having because it's pretty spicy, but I think he certainly will try blueberry muffin. That is on our agenda to do. The agenda is very full currently, and what I have decided is that you cannot be the best at everything all the time. You can't even be the second best. Like, you cannot exercise and cook and be a really good wife or a really good mom or a good employee. You can't do all those things at the same time. It's not possible, right? So you have to kind of pick what you're going to do. Where's the kitty, Honor? I want a buzzer to get my kitty. So I don't try to do everything well. Some days I do something well. Today I'm cooking, and I did laundry, and that's all that I have to do. Okay, so we're going to do these like this, and we're going to put this in here. My son, Amos, calls this, he says it's Halloween season. He's really into Halloween. And he's almost 12, and he wants to dress up, which is fine. I need to order his costume. And then he wants to trick or treat. Now, for years, he didn't trick or treat. Or if he trick or treated, he would like go in somebody's house, you know. But now he's into trick or treating. So even though he's kind of getting to the age where maybe he's too old to trick or treat, we're just getting into it. I ran out of silicone thingies. I'll use paper. And I think like, oh, when he's 16, is he gonna want to trick or treat? I've tried the silicone muffin cups, but the muffins stick. Do you spray yours? No? Do I need to? I think you can't get them out until they're cool. I think that's the main thing that I've learned. He's not too old. No, not yet. He's not. I agree. He's not too old yet. But it'll be coming around the mountain before too long. But you know, some things he grows out of. He has not grown out of sleeping in our bed, which is a real problem. I don't want him sleeping in my bed, and he is flat in it. It's really a pain. Oh, let me watch this. Now I've forgotten the temperature. 425, 400 for non-stick pan. How do you clean the silicone cups? I wash them. You think even high school kids can trick or treat? Well, that's nice. Oof, that's too much. That's a nice attitude. I think some people are just judgier than others. You know, you're always going to have judgy people. I think the best thing you can do to fight judging is to be your authentic self. So like for me, that involves, like I was thinking actually today when I had to run to the counselor's office at school because I hadn't paid for Russell's something he needed at school. And I looked a little ridiculous. And I thought, you know, if I don't go out and look ridiculous, then everybody else is going to think that I'm not ridiculous. But I am naturally sort of ridiculous. So it's okay for me to look ridiculous because then I'm making other people feel better about their own state. Because, you know, you go out, and then there's people that they always look put together. So I spend half my life looking at the people and like wondering how they do that. Like, how do they take a shower every single day or put their contacts in, or how do they exercise? And they have on real clothes. I mean, these things blow my mind. My mind is very easily blown. Okay, I think I made too many muffins. Ugh. Maybe I'm not putting enough muffin mix in the tin. Because now I've got too many. This is not good. Ah! You know? So you want to be your authentic self. I thought the Dillard twins of Dillard Department Store. Oh. I don't remember the Dillard twins. I remember the Doublemint twins. I wonder how I made so many muffins. I did not mean to make this many. I mean, I bet there's enough in here to make like 500. It's like manna from heaven. God is just making my muffin mix keep on growing. I love the mom in sweats. Yeah, I mean, you know, just go in your sweatpants. I generally wear a bra because I don't like want to frighten people, but that a little teensy bit scary. A little bit scary. Oh, good. There's nothing better than raw egg batter. Nobody go tell me I'm about to get a flesh-eating disease or something. Anywhere. Yeah, I mean, there's still very much left in here. Well, this is not good. Okay, we're gonna put these in the, oh, that one needs more stuff in it. I'm gonna put these in the oven. Right here. I think I have one more muffin tin. You love the background noise of Gus Gus. Oh, of our cat. Ugh. Darn it. I swear we had some of that, Pam spray. Would not be unusual for somebody to put it in the refrigerator. Nope. I don't have any. What do you do if you don't have any? Make a little loaf. Do you spray the muffin cups? Well, I was going to. Do you think you could take this and like wipe it with a paper towel? I bet I could. Look at me. Use butter. I'm going to use the oil because I need the butter for my. Oh, wait. This thing is rusty. Never mind, we're not going to use this one. I'll just have to do 2 rounds. Okay, let's see how long do we cook it for? 20 minutes. Handy to have the trash can right here. That's all I got. Nothing. It's just rust. It seems bad to eat rust. And I'm not exactly picky, but rust. Members, see you in a minute. Do a loaf. No. If you become a YouTube member or Facebook subscriber, you can watch me make my famous barbecue sauce.